At this time, the two people are still discussing the refrigerator mentioned by Nathan just now. Guessing from Nathan's context, that should be a magical item that can keep food ice cold. Its specific function is not yet known, but it seems to be particularly important to Sage. I don't know if Sage deliberately brought it up as a hint for me to find it for him. The three elders who had finished their soup exclaimed that the soup was simply divine. What is Chuyun Mountain's secret realm compared to it? Osmond heard this all of a sudden. He instantly arrived in front of Elder and asked, "Where is the secret realm?" Elder was obviously startled and replied, "It's at Chuyun Mountain in the west." Osmond's eyes suddenly lit up. Is it the Chuyun Mountain covered in ice and snow in the west? After receiving a positive response, Osmond suddenly burst into laughter, leaving the elders looking bewildered. Presumably, Nathan not only became aware of the appearance of the secret realm, he even calculated the treasures in the secret realm before being able to mention it. He intends for me to go and search for the refrigerator, which must be in that secret realm. Seizing this fortuitous encounter to help Nathan is our blessing. In the blink of an eye, that person turned into the brightest star and headed to Chuyun Mountain. When Osmond arrived at Chuyun Mountain, here was already surrounded by a large number of cultivators, and Osmond was shivering from the bone-chilling cold. Because the mechanism at the entrance was actually a chessboard, and to this day, no one has been able to solve it. Seeing this chessboard, Osmond was puzzled by how similar it was to the one in Nathan's yard. Could it be that this secret realm is also related to Nathan? Osmond just said that this chess game is something I cannot solve. He hadn't finished speaking when the cultivator left. He had just prepared to speak of his breakthrough when he was interrupted again, only to see that person comforted him, saying that this chess game is too difficult. You don't have to blame yourself too much if you can't figure it out. Osmond reiterated that I can really do it. However, he was interrupted as a man flew over. The crowd exclaimed that he is the #1 in the world when it comes to chess. He is truly deserving of the title of Tianyan Taoist. Only to see him, a very narcissistic person, strutting to the chessboard. He began to make flashy moves very pretentiously. But after a round of moves, he not only failed to break the deadlock, he was instead directly struck into a star by the backlash force from the game. Just as everyone was disappointed and about to leave, the door behind them unexpectedly slammed open. Osmond shivered and said, "It's really too cold. Can we go inside and talk?" Everyone praised Osmond together. Osmond modestly responded, "I'm just average." The leader, Qingyang Taoist, laughed and said, "Not only is your chess skill good, but you can also act better now." Then he asked if Osmond had encountered some fortuitous encounter. Osmond said, "I just tried my luck casually and didn't expect the door to open." Everyone praised that your luck is unrivaled. But the old man named Qingyang Taoist behind you is smiling ominously. As you go deeper, the temperature inside gets lower and lower. Those with low cultivation achievements have all been frozen into ice sculptures. Only Osmond and Qingyang Taoist are left. Soon the two of them reached the end. They found some steps ahead. At the end of the steps, there was a large block of ice floating. As soon as Osmond saw it, he was extremely excited and shouted, "Refrigerator!" "Nathan, I found the refrigerator you mentioned." Qingyang Taoist immediately recognized that this was actually the crystal of ice essence. It is a treasure that can freeze one's lifespan and make people nearly achieve immortality. Then Qingyang Taoist looked at Osmond dancing around like a fool. When Osmond arrived next to the crystal of ice essence, he looked excited. He will definitely make Nathan very happy by bringing it back. Unexpectedly, Qingyang Taoist silently appeared behind him. His eyes gleamed with a red light as he directly struck down with a club. He looked at the fallen Osmond. Qingyang Taoist mumbled, "Only the strongest person can obtain the treasure. The crystal of ice essence is mine." After saying that, he reached out for the crystal of ice essence. But the next second, Qingyang Taoist was frozen into an ice sculpture. I don't know how long passed. Osmond woke up. He wondered if something had just chopped my back. He is glad that he drank the Silver Moon Demon King stew. He could feel the soup turning into spiritual energy. At the critical moment, it defended itself against the attack and severe cold. Now his admiration for Nathan has deepened. Truly worthy of Nathan. At this moment, he discovered the ice sculpture of Qingyang Taoist. To his surprise, he burst into tears. He bowed to Qingyang Taoist, expressing his gratitude for their guidance and sacrifice that saved him from danger. He will always remember this in his heart. He then took out the packed box that Nathan had given him before. He directly packaged the crystal of ice essence. He excitedly jogged over to me and gave me this box. It turns out he also wanted to put the refrigerator in it. What a clever plan! What a clever plan! At this moment, the ice sculpture Taoist unexpectedly left behind tears of sadness. At this time, on Nathan's side, today is the Sacred Yuan Festival. He then planned to take Nova to the city to have fun. The city is now decorated with lights and colorful decorations. It's very lively. Children on the street are playing around everywhere. Someone suddenly bumped into Nathan. Nathan greeted them with a smile. At this moment, Ellie rushed over. They saw Nathan warmly greeting them as soon as they saw him. Ellie said, "I've been wondering for a long time why I haven't seen you around. It's only today that I found out the reason you have a girlfriend now." This sudden revelation made Nathan feel shy. He kept explaining repeatedly, "We are just friends." Ellie had a look of, "I understand," on her face. Unexpectedly, Nova suddenly explained, "But I am not Nathan's wife, but rather a pet he keeps." This surprised Ellie. "Are you guys playing so rough?" This doesn't need any explanation, but if it's misunderstood, it could be even worse. At this moment, Ellie quickly shouted, saying Nathan is here. Just saw Lily excitedly running over with a basket of eggs. She said this is a thank you gift for saving her last time. Nathan even praised Lily as a really good kid. Lily also happily said that she wants to join a cultivation sect to learn how to fight demons and protect everyone. Nathan listened in a daze. Later, Ellie explained that Lily had been obsessed with cultivation since the last time. Coincidentally, each sect will be entering the city during the Sacred Yuan Festival to recruit new disciples every year. Lily is also preparing to go. Nathan praised her for being ambitious. He also said that Lily really worshipped a cultivator as her master. "I will give you a big gift." The little girl's eyes lit up with excitement. Then the two of them hooked arms. Looking at the fireworks, Nova, bursting in the sky, she sighed at how beautiful the fireworks in this world were. Unexpectedly, he started saying sweet nothings. However, compared to the fireworks you, Nova, are even more beautiful. This made Nova extremely happy. At this moment, Nova suddenly pointed to the brothel beside her and asked Nathan, "What is that place?" Nathan's face turned red all of a sudden. "Nova, are you interested in that place?" Nova nodded and said, "I seem to have smelled a strange odor." "It's coming from over there," Nathan exclaimed. "You must not be interested in that place." "That's where mature men and women discuss cooperation," he said while pulling Nova away from the place. "It's very dangerous. You must not get close." However, Nova thought to himself, "Since Nathan is already aware of its danger, I'd better keep quiet." But it is really dangerous inside Fragrant Pavilion at this moment. I saw a woman being instantly sucked dry by a demon. The demon licked its lips, seemingly still unsatisfied. He said, "Next." Then he flew away with a whoosh. When Nathan was strolling at the Lantern Festival with Nova. At this time, they saw Lily walking over, followed by a beautiful young woman. Lily immediately called out happily to Nathan as soon as she saw him. She introduced him to her master, excitedly telling him that she had already joined a cultivation sect. At this moment, a bystander said, The Golden Lotus sect is just an insignificant small sect, not legitimate at all. Only small sects like this pick low-grade spirit roots to cultivate. Upon hearing the bystander's words, Lily suddenly became extremely dejected. Nathan, they said I'm just a low-grade spirit root. Maybe I'll cultivate my whole life and still not achieve anything. Nathan squatted down and patted Lily's head, praising, "That's still a 1 in a million talent, much stronger than me. Oh, by the way, I brought you a gift." Only to see Nathan take out a set of writing tools from his spatial storage. He wrote a few strokes and completed a piece of calligraphy in that very moment. Only to see a strong chi burst into the sky on calligraphy and painting. The Emperor in the distance and the demon from the previous brothel were both shocked by this chi. Wait for the golden light to dissipate. The calligraphy slowly drifted onto the table. Nova was greatly shocked when she saw the words written by Nathan. Countless people cultivate for immortality, and your sentence is a wish for Lily to attain the Tao. At this moment, even Lily's reluctant master was astonished. Who exactly is this young man? At this moment, Nathan handed calligraphy and painting to Lily and instructed her to study hard in the future. Upon standing up, Nathan saw the Emperor approaching in response to the commotion. Lily is cultivating within your immortal dynasty. She is young, so if it's convenient, please take good care of her. As soon as the words were spoken, he felt embarrassed. Is it too impolite for me to speak up like this? If you don't mind, I will prepare a gift next time and visit you in person. The Emperor suddenly appeared in front of Nathan, excitedly shaking his hand. Consider me your guest. Then Nathan bid farewell to the Emperor and left. The Emperor and his daughter quickly bowed and saw them off, which stunned the onlookers. Lily, the reluctant master, was still shocked at this moment. Who exactly is this young man? How could the Emperor bow to him? At this moment, Lily gently pulled her master and looked at her own inexpensive disciple, once again shocked. Who is this little girl that she just accepted? The Emperor breathed a sigh of relief only after seeing Nathan walk away at this moment. It turns out that Nathan is so terrifying when he gets serious. That piece of calligraphy is perhaps the supreme treasure, surpassing anything we have seen before. He just gave it to a little girl with a low-grade spirit root. But then he sourly said, with Nathan's assistance, even a mother pig could achieve success, not to mention a low-grade spirit root. He was just about to go and settle down Lily. At this moment, a dark figure flew over and grabbed Lily, then flew away. The Emperor, seeing the newcomer, was shocked. Princess on the side said, Heavenly Demon Taoist? Heavenly Demon Taoist is different from ordinary cultivators. They specialize in the demonic path, enjoy fresh blood, and have a cruel nature. Those who fall into his clutches have never survived from ancient times to the present. Father Emperor Nathan instructed us to take good care of Lily. What should we do now? Do you have time to explain? Hurry up and catch up. Only to see Heavenly Demon Taoist brought Lily to a forest. At this time, Lily showed no fear and loudly shouted, Demon! If you want to eat, then eat! In my next life, I'll be reborn as a top-grade spirit root and exterminate you all. The Heavenly Demon Taoist chuckled and said, My goal is not you, but this calligraphy. Of course, I can kill you and take the things away afterwards. Then go ahead and kill me. Even though you will take away the things, I will never surrender to evil like you. Because Journey to the West gave me courage. Yukon will never surrender to evil like you. Heavenly Demon Taoist was taken aback. What is Wukong? At that moment, a sudden attack struck Heavenly Demon Taoist. The attackers were Emperor and his family of 3. Without further ado, the two of them immediately began fighting. He saw that he was no match for Emperor. The Heavenly Demon Taoist actually took advantage of the Emperor's unpreparedness and secretly captured the mother and daughter. The Emperor took out a precious sword and was about to go forward to rescue the people. The scene before my eyes is so alluring. He was stimulated to the point of having a nosebleed. At this moment, Heavenly Demon Taoist transformed into a gigantic monster and lifted Lily in his hands. Both of us are in the soul projection realm. But wait until I consume this piece of calligraphy. I turn the spiritual energy inside for my own use, and then even your earth dragon fire does not scare me. With that, he swallowed Lily in one gulp. After heavenly demon Taoist swallowed Lily, a vortex appeared in his stomach. Next, a person wearing a straw hat walked out. She glanced at Lily, and then lightly waved her hand, dispersing everyone with just one word. The incarnation of the heavenly demon Taoist was instantly dissolved. The mother and daughter were also successfully rescued. Princess is still puzzled about who that person is. Taoist aura manifested, only to hear the emperor say, "With a single thought, reality may shift. With one word, the law is forged. One stroke may write the chronicles of time, and a painting may steady the sun and moon." Immortal. So the three people bowed to the figure in the air. Lily then asked, "What about that demon from earlier? Is he dead?" You see. She followed Straw Hat's gaze. She found that the heavenly demon Taoist was desperately fleeing. Just saw Straw Hat lightly reaching out his hand. Heavenly demon Taoist was instantly caught and brought back. Heavenly demon Taoist immediately knelt down, crying in pain and begging for mercy. Straw Hat directly placed his hand on his head. Just when heavenly demon Taoist thought he had saved a life. In an instant, he vanished into thin air. The emperor's family was clearly extremely shocked by this blow. Lily looked at the ball floating in the air and disdainfully commented on how ugly it looked. Straw Hat chuckled lightly and explained, "This is the nascent soul." Then she controlled the nascent soul to arrive above Lily's forehead, and with a gentle exhale, emitted a word, "melt." Just then, the nascent soul dissolved on Lily's head and disappeared, and Lily slowly floated down. At this moment, in the enrollment office of the Golden Lotus sect, Lily's reluctant master was preparing to pack up and leave in a hurry. It turns out that her own disciple has attracted the attention of the heavenly demon Taoist. If they come here again to capture someone next time, we might all be implicated. She originally just wanted to recruit a maid to wash her feet. Someone with a low-grade spirit root would have sufficed. Who knew it would be such a troublesome spirit? We can't handle this. Just as she was about to slip away, the emperor returned with Lily. "Stop right there." Seeing her about to rush out the door, thinking she was in a hurry to rescue Lily, he even showed a little, "I know everything" expression, after he handed her over to her master. Only to hear the emperor continue speaking. Although she only has a low-grade spirit root, she has already been supported by the essence of the nascent soul of the heavenly demon Taoist, an immortal. Reluctant master was stunned and then asked, "Where is the sect?" Only to hear her awkwardly say, "Golden Lotus sect, located in the north of the Immortal Dynasty, a super small sect that no one knows about." The emperor immediately warned the other party to take good care of her. If anything happens, it will be even more terrifying than the heavenly demon Taoist. Then, to their astonishment, the emperor pulled out a bunch of items, all necessary for each stage of cultivation. He even said that if they were not enough, they could send someone to get more at any time. The reluctant master just stood there in a daze. What is my identity as a disciple? This is not just taking in a disciple, it's like taking in an ancestor. When Nathan and Nova returned, they passed through a small grove. The two were targeted by two wolf demons. The second wolf curiously asked, "What are a man and a woman doing here in the woods at night?" The first wolf, looking impatient, replied, "Are you stupid? A man and a woman come into the woods at night. What else could they be doing? When they are busy, we strike. We don't even need to take off their clothes ourselves. You need to broaden your horizons and learn more." At this moment, Nova suddenly said there were some annoying noises behind them. Nathan, however, thought Nova was scared of walking at night, so he pulled her into his arms. He immediately said in a very manly way, "Even though I'm not very capable, I will protect you no matter what happens." This moved Nova deeply. Nova nestled in Nathan's arms and happily said, "It's okay, let's go home." Nova is not scared anymore. The two noises have been taken care of. And at this moment, the two wolf demons behind had long been as cold as they could be. When they returned home, Nathan is about to prepare to go to their respective rooms to sleep. Nova blushed and timidly approached, feeling tired after today's outing. Do you need Nova's help getting ready for bed? Nathan's face flushed red all of a sudden. He quickly turned away and said to Nova, You look tired too. You don't need to serve me. No need to serve. Then he slammed the door shut with a bang and hid in the room. Back in the room, he was still shaken and whispered to himself that he had almost lost control just now. Nova stared in surprise at Nathan fleeing in panic for a while. In that case, I'll take care of another matter. At this moment, in a forest somewhere, all the demons are contending for the throne of the Demon King. Seven-Tail also came to the scene helplessly. Seeing these demon monsters, Seven-Tail was so scared that he cried. So she jumped onto a branch and quietly watched. The arena fight started soon. Who will win in the end? Then, that person will be the new Demon King. At this moment, Seven-Tail looked on in horror. A huge white tiger monster walked towards the ring, and shortly after getting on stage, a giant lion monster also stepped onto the ring to take the Demon King's position. Count me in. Count me in too. Just as the words fell, a huge bear demon also ran over. This is only second to the three Demon Kings after the Silver Moon Demon King, who all came together. All the demon sects clearly fear these three major Demon Kings, and no one dares to step onto the arena anymore. Just as the host was about to announce the start of the competition, it was suddenly interrupted by a voice. And me! Everyone looked towards the sound, only to find it was a little fox. Everyone looked at the little fox with a puzzled expression. Does she not care about her life? Although Seven-Tail is terrified deep down, when she thinks that her sister said she could do it, then she must be able to do it herself. So she gritted her teeth and walked to the arena step by step. The match officially began at this moment, but it was only a split-second encounter. Seven-Tail was directly knocked out and sent flying. She immediately started crying in pain. How can she possibly fight back? But that's not all. I saw the white tiger demon open its mouth wide and start sucking wildly. A huge wind suddenly rose up. The wind sucked everyone towards the white tiger demon. Poor Seven-Tail is just too small. She was suddenly sucked towards white tiger demon, and just as Seven-Tail was despairing and thinking she was done for, the jade on her neck suddenly shone with a golden light. So, amidst the shocked gazes of everyone, a huge phoenix flew out from the jade. It was just one strike. Just now, the arrogant and unrivaled white tiger demon has turned into a pile of garbage. Seven-Tail looks at the jade given to herself by her sister. Everything was within her expectations. The next second, she proudly said, Who else? Who knew that the host would say, Today's competition is based on demon power. Relying on human tools to win cannot make the group of demons submit. If you truly want to become the Demon King, you can't use the jade anymore. Seven-Tail, who heard the words, saw the two Demon Kings attacking towards her. She fell into despair once again. The bear demon struck out with a fist towards Seven-Tail, preparing to finish her off. The ground was instantly shattered by that punch. Bear demon smugly said, Overestimating your own abilities. You really are overestimating your own abilities. Just then, Nova appeared out of nowhere and just rescued Seven-Tail from Bear Demon's hands. What? A human girl? The host also thought she was a human girl. You deliberately sent Seven-Tail to disrupt the competition for the Demon King. You really have old eyes and dim vision. Gathering in the wild mountains and hills, everyone present is a demon, and naturally, I am also a demon. After speaking, Nova revealed the true form of the nine-tailed fox. The demons were all greatly surprised. Weren't you captured by the people from Linciantao Palace? I'll give you one last chance to choose, surrender or die? Lion Demon obviously refuses and charges towards Nova to attack. However, Nova only needs one strike. She quickly took down Lion Demon. Now, is there anyone else who doubts her abilities? The next moment, all the demons knelt down one after another, expressing their submission to Nova. Only the bear demon remained standing in place. Nova looked at the bear demon and asked, "You still refuse to submit?" The bear demon said in fear, "It's a misunderstanding. My legs are weak, and I can't kneel down." "Then I'll help you." Just then, Nova waved his hand. A surge of spiritual energy arrived at the leg of the bear demon, and the next second it knelt down with a thud. It humbly spoke with its tail wagging. "Thank you, new Demon King. Is there still opposition to my younger sister becoming the Demon King now?" The next morning, Nathan suddenly woke up from a dream, thinking the food had burned. So he went to the yard to do morning exercises. At this moment, Nova opened the door and walked in from outside. "Nova, you missed morning exercise. Morning exercise should be done every day without slacking off." She immediately put on a feminine look and said she knew she was wrong. So she and Nathan started doing morning exercises together. "Where did you just go, Nova?" "The stone lantern in the courtyard has been left unlit, so I went out to gather some lamplight, Nathan." Suddenly, I became curious. "Lamplight? Can it be gathered?" I saw Nova release 2 fireflies from their sleeves, and the fireflies flew into the stone lantern. The lantern lit up all of a sudden. Nathan exclaimed how magical it was. Upon hearing Nathan say he really liked it, Nova had a happy smile on her face. "But isn't the lifespan of a firefly very short? Will they need to change the light bulb later?" "Don't worry, these 2 can last for a long time." It turns out that these 2 fireflies are actually 2 firefly demons. But these 2 demons are currently doubting the existence of demons. Is this Divine Fox and the one from the forest last night the same person? Speaking of which, Lily and her reluctant master finally returned to the sect, but the sect in front of them was so dilapidated. I can't believe that a cultivation sect would be in such a ruinous state. Lily entered her own room. Although the conditions are quite harsh. But Lily is excited. She can finally carry out the cultivation she has longed for. At this moment, Lily's master entered another room. She only heard Lily say to the person lying on the bed, "Sister, I'm back." The person lying on the bed looked exactly like her. This person is none other than Alina, the true leader of the Golden Lotus sect. She weakly said, "Lydia, you're back." Alina struggled to sit up and said, "My time is running out. In the future, the Golden Lotus sect will rely on you. I was poisoned while collecting honey in the wild. Our sect is too small, and no one is willing to provide an antidote. I am speechless. Is it that your cultivation achievement is too weak, or is the bee too poisonous? A dignified cultivator will be defeated by a bee and on the verge of dying." At that moment, her younger sister said, "Sister, this time I have received an unparalleled disciple." Alina's face lit up with excitement. "Oh, could it be a mid-grade spirit root?" Lydia shook her head. "Could it be a talented high-grade spirit root?" "No, she is just a low-grade spirit root." Hearing this, Alina spat out a mouthful of blood, almost unjustly dead. "I am about to die, and I'm joking with myself. How can I trust you to take care of the Golden Lotus sect? Sister, although she is a low-grade spirit root, she is a great opportunity for our Golden Lotus sect." At this point, Lydia suddenly took out countless top-grade spirit medicines, all personally gifted by the Emperor. "With these spirit medicines, sister, your poison can be cured." Alina looked incredulous. "All this because of the disciple you accepted?" "She has a godlike brother, the Emperor, who gave so many treasures just to please him. What a stroke of luck. Finally, our Golden Lotus sect's fortunes have changed." "In that case, you must take good care of that disciple." "Sister, rest assured, it's only natural." Alina looked curious. What kind of low-grade spirit root could make the Emperor so diligently flatter? At this moment, there was a knock at the door. Lily peeked her head out. Lydia immediately introduced Lily. This is my sister. You can call him Martial Uncle. Lily could see someone sitting on the bed, who looked just like their master. She was clearly surprised and quickly bowed to greet Martial Uncle. At this moment, Lydia asked Lily what she was looking for. Master, I would like to ask you to help me take a look at this list. Lily took out a piece of paper from her bosom, and Lydia took it and looked at it. These people are all enemies. Starting from now, they will be eliminated one by one. From now on, anyone who bullies Nathan, the Golden Lotus sect, or me, I will spare none. The two sisters were immediately stunned by this overbearing aura. What kind of low-grade spirit root could be so powerful?